Hello, Papa sisters and brothers, Papa family. Welcome in. It's my turn to do the Q&A session. So let me wait for this to make sure it gets approved and everything's good to go. Before we get started, y'all, come on in. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on my tablet so I can kind of follow along in case I need to go back and refer to anything or can't see. Sometimes you can't see in a group comments, so I'm gonna just turn it on so that way I can see it. Okay, so welcome you guys. Happy Friday, y'all. Hopefully you've had a great week. So just come on in and we'll give everybody a few minutes before we get started. So this is your turn to ask questions, even if you're a replay watcher. You are go ahead and drop your questions. I will definitely go back through and answer what I can. If I don't know the answer to your question, I will go find out and get back with you. Okay, so still ask it and we'll figure it out together. Okay, I've learned so much information on the this TikTok group too. I've learned new things. I started using leads last night. I had it before, but I could never go figure out where to find them, so I stopped using it. Because I was like, oh, I don't know where to find this, and I was scrambling, and I was like, no, never mind. But actually, it was so much easier. I even had 3 people register on the leads last night versus going to outside of TikTok. So I think that really helps. And I've gotten restrictions for sending people outside of TikTok. So let me swipe it and see. If you're commenting, let's say hello if you're watching so I can see if comments are working. They're not working on my end yet, but I'm not sure if anybody's here. So anyway, this is your time. Your turn to pick our brains, ask all the questions. It's a lot of information, but you just take a little bit. There we go. Hi, Miss Katrina. Welcome in. Okay, gotcha. Comments are working. So this is your turn to ask questions if throughout all the information that's been given. I don't know everything. Like I said, I've learned a lot myself through this boot camp. I believe that we can learn something new every day. Happy Friday. Hi, Papa family. Yay. Okay. It always takes a few minutes for everybody to get notified and hop on. And I understand it's on a Friday at noon. So a lot of people might be at work and cannot watch it. So again, if you're watching the replay, please, and you have a question, drop it below. And, I'll come back and, look at the comments and answer your question as I see fit. Okay, oh, my nose is itching. Hi, Mary. Welcome in. Happy Friday, friends. All right, so you guys got to drop me some questions so I can help you out as much as possible. Thank you again, Miss Andrea, for doing this boot camp and the time that you've spent for all of us. I just want to shout out Miss Andrea. She's been amazing. All the other people that's been live and sharing the different tips. Hey, Tanya, have been great. I've learned how to do some things that I didn't know how to do, whether it's some of the videos or even just like I was saying a minute ago, using the leads form. I did switch it over to the business account and got the leads form working, and I figured out where to find them only because I was in this group and they taught us, right? So it was so much easier than sending them to my website. So, okay. All right. Hit me with your best shot. What you got? What questions do you have for me? I know they'll be rolling in here shortly, but it's so awkward to just sit, right, and talk. But so anyway, I hope you guys have started your TikTok journey. It's been incredible for me. Everybody I know that's jumped over to TikTok and has been consistent in showing up long. You can't just show up for 30 minutes and be gone. It doesn't work like that on TikTok. You can do a flash sale. Like if you're going to do that, just do a video. Just do a video because there's no replayable shopping. Well, there kind of is. You have to share it in Messenger though. You can share your live video in Messenger to a private person and they can watch the video and then comment the number. So I don't know if y'all know that or not, but yeah. So you can share your live. You can't share it to your timeline unless you downloaded it and then uploaded it as a video. Happy Friday, Leslie. Welcome in. So yeah. All right. What questions do you have? We've had some great speakers already. I've learned from each and every one of them as well. So, again, I don't know everything. I'm the type that just pushes the buttons, okay? I'm like, oh, well, what does this button do? And sometimes that gets me in trouble. I accidentally had somebody come on my live and I freaked out and didn't know how to get him off my live. And I just ended the live because I was like freaking out because I didn't know if he was going to say something ugly. And I have a bunch of ladies, you know, nice ladies on my show. And I just was like, haha, what do I do? But now I learned how to get him off if I was ever, instead of hitting decline, if they ask you to co-host, instead of hitting declined, I accidentally accepted him, and it was funny. So now we make a joke about it, and my customers just laugh, and we have a good time with it. But inside, I was kindly freaking out. So I just ended the live and started a new one, and I was like, okay, we won't do that again. You know, you learn from your mistakes, right? So sometimes pushing buttons can get you in trouble. But anyway, all right, give me some questions, y'all. Give me some questions. I'm here for the Q&A session of all the things you've watched, whether it's the room, whether it's how we do something, if you've watched this on TikTok, if it's something that you've seen in the videos, and you need to know a little more in depth on those. You don't know where to find something. And if you don't know where the guide section, some of y'all have hopped in throughout the month. So I just will show you really quickly where to find all the information in your spare time. Go through these. The live videos won't be here. The live videos won't be here because, you know, Facebook only lets them stay, what, 28, 30 days or something like that. So, yeah, you can't, we won't, but we are downloading them and going to hopefully we're adding them to our YouTube channels, and she might be adding them to the guide. So let me just show you, if you're new in the group. So this is our TikTok boot camp. So any group you have, there's tabs across the top here. Most of the time you have to slide it over. Featured means it's something that's important that they want you to see, and it's highlighted blue. But if you slide it over, there's a tab that says guides, okay? Underneath that guides, you've got different sections, kind of like the, if you're in the paparazzi loop, or sorry, the EXV app, if you've done the learn section, it's kind of like that. Like each section has a title, and then you have the different topics, you know, that coincide with that title. So you're going to go there, just go through those and do them again. Like do them again. When this month is over, go do them again. How did you get him off your live? I hit the end button at the top right of, well, when you're on TikTok, and I didn't know this when I started, how to end the live, right? So it's at the very top, there's a little circle with a slash through it, and you click that, and that's how you end your live on that one. Just so you know. So I didn't know how to get him off. But I just was like, okay, was freaking out, and I was like, what do I push? What do I do? How do I get him off? I asked him to leave, and he's like, no, play the game. And I'm like, no, we ain't playing no game. I didn't know nothing about this. And, so anyway, he says Sharon, and he says my name, like, really fun. It's fun though. We have fun with it. And he was very, very sweet. He was a very nice guy, but I was like, no, I don't want no guy live on my show. I was like freaking out. But anyway, all they want to do is play the game and get their points so that they can boost their TikTok. Okay, good morning. And anyway, so I just canceled it. But down at the bottom, there's a little area that says guest, or it's kind of a little person, and it's colored at usually it's at the far, if you're looking at your screen, it's on the bottom left. When you're live, you can actually click that and I think remove him at that point. I've not had to do it again. So anyway, there's that. There's that. Just saying. Let me flip this back this way because for some reason I can't see comments on this, but I can see them on here. There we go. Okay. So that's how I got him off. I just canceled the live, and I told my friends, I'm like, I'm coming right back. You're terrified of pushing the buttons. Most everything, if you push the wrong button, can be fixed. Okay, just saying. Just saying. Can you have music on TikTok? And what guide do I do? And what... try that again. Okay, can you have music on TikTok? Yes, I love music on TikTok. It gives me so much energy. It helps feed that energy. It brings that energy in the people in. I have not had any restrictions on TikTok for music at all. Okay, at all. Facebook, yes. So if I tried separating my lives for a week, and then I went live an extra hour from 7 to 9-ish, 9:15 on Facebook, and then 9:30 to whatever on TikTok. I sold the same amount of jewelry. In fact, most of my TikTok people came over to my Facebook and shopped at 7 between that time. And so I went live 5 extra hours that week. and sold to the same people that I'm going to get on either platform. So I was like, I'm working my butt off already, going live 6 days a week. Yeah. So we went back to dual lives, and my customers are totally fine with it, you know. So, so playing music on Facebook, that's the issue. I get that all the time. Like, your video has been, you know, is being monetized or something, and you have to accept the copyrights and all that. So they're not as lenient, and then they'll put it back up. But I do get in trouble on Facebook for music. But not, hey, Andrea, but not on TikTok. I haven't gotten any trouble at all. And, hey, Shelly. All right, give me your best questions. There's those right there. Yeah, so I accidentally invited him in, but I got him off. Yeah, don't be afraid to push the buttons. Listen, most people are going to be nice, and they're going to help you out as you go, too, especially if you've got some friends like Papa Sisters and stuff, or even if your friend, family, get them on there to come, you know, say, hey, I'm going live. I'm really nervous. Can you come over there and just you know, be with me so that I can be comfortable and not be alone. Where would I find out how to play the music? On TikTok. I just have one of my customers, when I was running for the Z, bought me an Alexa and sent it to me. So now I have an Alexa. We never had one before. I was just using Pandora or something on my tablet and playing it, you know, in the background. So as far as like music playing on TikTok while you're live, it comes from a different device, not from TikTok. I don't know if you can do that or not. That's interesting. It wouldn't be surprising. I don't think you can, though. I know there's fun sound effects and all kinds of things that you can add, but you have to have that like on when you just reach up and push the button. It's under effects, but after you're live. So it's fun. TikTok is so much fun. I can just tell you that. It's so much fun. Like, I would rather, I hate to say it, but I would rather go live on TikTok now than I would Facebook. But I have my wonderful customers that started, you know, and that has built my business on Facebook. I will never leave them at all, because they are, you know, and you need a backup account anyway. You know, you need a backup. So I need better lighting. I struggle so much to get my jewelry to show up clear and crisp. So I just use my ring light. I know it shows in my glasses. I had to ignore that. Took me a while to get used to that. But so I watched a video Lisa Amber Cumry did on, she did it on TikTok, and she actually turned her ring lights around and then turned her overhead light off, and she said to get something like a backlight, which this was gifted too. And I was like, wow, this is perfect. I already have that. And I didn't turn my ring light around, but I did turn my overhead light off last night, and nobody said anything different about the jewelry showing up. So as far as the clear and crisp, I know the Samsung phones are the best, have the best camera. I have an iPhone. I have 2 iPhones. This one, so you're going to need, I like to have 2 devices to go live. One to share, do other things, so you can pull up people, you know, if they register or fill out the leads form, whichever way you're wanting to use it. You can go in here and look it up on the other device while you're live. You know, like TikTok it's laid back. It's like, just like, you're comfortable. It's chill. Hi, Cindy. And you just have to relax on TikTok and just be you. And just, I pretend like they're sitting on the couch right in front of me, and each and every one is very important to me, right? Like, I love each and one of my customers, and we just talk like they're right in my house, and like, hey, come on in, fix your glass of sweet tea or whatever, you know what I mean? And once you take that nervous part out and just be relaxed with it, and just like, hey, y'all, I can't wait to hang out with y'all tonight, you know. And, yeah, so I don't watch TV. Like, I hardly ever watch TV. I would rather sit here and hang out with my friends. And there's a lot of people that are either, I have a lot of older a lot of older customers, and they need somebody. Like, they're lonely. They're not married, they've been divorced, or their husband's passed away. They live alone. They have nobody, and it gives them something that they can come and hang out with. So we've built a community where they can come and, like, they love on each other. We pray for each other. and all that thing. And Shelly, also, I have the little clip thing. You can buy these on the Zon anywhere. You know, there's all kinds. It comes with different, they're interchangeable, but this is a macro lens. And when you put this on, like, I'll just put it on mine. So if you need something that shows the details, you can just put it on and hold your jewelry up close. It shows all your freckles and all your imperfections too. But anyway, but it's, so it just really takes a second. But I know when you're live, let's see, you can zoom in like that, just holding your fingers, pushing the screen open, you know, if you want to zoom in on a piece. That helps too. But the lighting, yeah, having a ring light is definitely, and having good lighting is definitely key for sure, to help the jewelry show up. Hi, Miss Bernadette. Hello, Miss, is it Marilyn? Welcome in. All right, give me some questions. Okay, do you go live at the same time every day? Yes, and that to me is so important. If that's my schedule, and I keep it simple because that's just, I'm a simple person. So if you go live one day during the day and the next day at night, whatever it is, you do the same thing. Okay, you do the same thing week after week after week. Don't change it up like this week. Well, I mean, sometimes you have to. If you have a job that you don't know your schedule, I get that. I've been there, okay? I've been there, and I had to do what I had to do, right? But if you can make a set schedule, if you know you're home at 8 o'clock every night and just sitting on the couch watching TV, go live. Go live at 8 o'clock every night. I can never get that close up thing to work. Okay. Oh, this one you can't. It might be it comes with different things that go on here. This one is the macro. It says macro on it. So make sure you got this one right, and you just clip it on the camera, and then you just practice with it. Practice makes perfect, right? That saying still goes today. So yeah, so I go live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I tried 7 o'clock, but 8 p.m. gives us time to have supper. I get the dishes done. I've got my jewelry ready, and this is my full-time job. I literally need to be going live during the day too, okay? But Mondays I do shipping. So Tuesday's a free day. Wednesdays I'm gone all day with Grandma Day. Thursday's a free day. Friday I do invoicing, which takes a couple hours, and that's usually sister day. Me and my sister go off on Fridays. And then Saturday I can do whatever. And Sunday I'm off. I take Sundays off. It's called, this one says macro, M-A-C-R-O, let's see, I know you can't read it because it's going to be backwards. It says M-A-C-R-O. This actually screws off, okay, and screws on, and it comes in a package with different things. Yeah, there's different ones. This one probably came off of Amazon. I've had them in the past, and then I didn't use it for a long time, and then I went back to it. For the rings especially, the rings, it works amazing with the rings. Or something that's tiny. I heard TikTok is fast. TikTok is fast, but listen, you just take your finger up to the comments. You just, let me see. When you're live on TikTok, you're just going to take your finger and just pull the comments down, okay? You can actually go live. You got a practice mode session that you can do. You go to settings, and you got practice mode. It gives you a little bit of time to practice, okay? So I'm live on TikTok right now, but nobody can see me. So when the comments, you just reach up here and pull them down until you see what comment you're looking for, you know? So it is faster, but it's fun. And I do both. I do TikTok and Facebook at the same time. So my eyes are going back and forth to both cameras. But my customers and my friends will say, oh, and hello, Miss Patrice. How are you, sweetie? I didn't realize that was you. So, but I'm telling y'all got to do TikTok because it's amazing, okay? It has changed my business so much, okay? And my friend's business, and everybody else I know has been doing TikTok's business. So yeah, so that TikToks are fast, but you just reach out, just like if I need to go here and scroll up on the comments in the group here, it's no different. It's no different. And sometimes, like, if people are like hitting the hearts, you know, tapping the screen, you see people saying tap, tap. The more hearts you get, the more comments you get. That's what's going to send you out with TikTok, just as Facebook. That's no different. The scary part is it's something that we're not normal to. You know, it's not our normal thing. We got comfortable with Facebook, right? But it's really not different than Facebook, except for it's more pictures and videos. Does that make sense? So you treat it just like you would on Facebook. And It is a little faster, and it's amazing because now I'm sitting here and I've got my, claims are coming through on TikTok and Facebook. It's like, and TikTok's going boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So I'm getting more sales. I'm getting, Can you put that close up thing on your phone and show us which part goes in? Yes, definitely. See, so you don't know that if you've never used one. So so my phone's in my case like this. So I'm using the front camera. Most of us do. You can use the back camera, but you got to have another device to work. So I take it and I put it right over the lens of the camera. So there's my camera on the iPhone. Okay, and sometimes I have to adjust it. I'm like, hold on, let me get it right. And then they're fine with that. Like, it's not like they're gonna just leave because you make a mistake. You know what I mean? People are not like that. And then you just you have to get close. You literally have to have the jewelry like really close like that, okay? You're probably not getting it close enough. But once you can see yourself in it, and one of my consultants would say, I'm going blurry on purpose. I picked that up from her. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I love that. I'm going, listen. All right, y'all, I'm going blurry on purpose. See, I have to play with it and just place it up there, and then you get really close. And then you just got to practice at where you want to put it at. You know what I mean? I just started. Hi, Tammy. I just started yesterday, and I learned how to do that in the group. I tried it before. When I first started TikTok, I had no idea where the leads went to when they registered, and I was like, oh, crap, I can't find these. So I had no idea. So I switched yesterday to the business part on TikTok, and I already had the leads form set up from where I did it in the past. Okay, I've tried it a couple times. But thanks to Pusher P showing us where, I think it was him or Andrea, showed us where to find the leads. It's under the business suite. And I found it. And I had 3 people last night fill out the leads form. I was so excited. 2 of them had shopped for the very first time. And I had 3 people. Like, I had no idea. I was like, oh, this is easy. So then last night I'm like, oh, where do I find these? I went back to the group here. There's a little magnifying glass at the top of this group, and I searched leads, and I read till I found out where to find them, okay? I watched Pusher P's video. I went back and looked at some that Andrea had talked about leads. I went and researched it for myself, because if I go research it for myself, my brain's going to remember it, right? If somebody tells me, I'm probably not going to remember it next time, but the more you do something, the more comfortable you're going to get, right? So it was very easy. I had my customers test it. I'm like, do y'all see that little blue clipboard at the bottom? They're like, yes. I said, well, you click on it and see if a form comes up. And they said, yes, it's working. I was like, great, it's working. We did it, And then I just went and I did get their phone numbers. That way I have it just in case, I need it or whatever. And yeah, so I've been getting restrictions, okay? Yeah, and you need to thank you for that. And you need to have 1,000 following. But listen, it's not hard to get following. It is not hard to get following on TikTok at all. If you'll go do some of these follow trains, you got 1,000 people right here in this group. Like, there's no excuses. Y'all go follow each other just to get the following. Don't worry about if you're have the same thing in common. Like, I look for mom groups or Christian ladies that are doing the follow train, and I'll go follow them. My niece is now doing all the grow rooms. I go in there, she puts me up. That's my Aunt Sharon. Y'all go follow her. So my follow is definitely growing. They may never shop with me, but they're helping me with my follow to be able to have access to different things on TikTok. So thank you for reminding me. Yes, you do have to have a business and 1,000 following. So I go to fill it out instead of, Tammy, I've had restrictions all week long saying that I've had one night I got 3 restrictions in a row, and it's saying that I'm directing people off the website. Okay. The only thing I can think of is it's click that link in the bio, go to my website and fill out that form. That's what I'm saying. So things change all the time. Words change. It's a computer. It is probably AI generated. All right, this TikTok thing. So it's picking up the words that I'm saying, and you might say it every now and then and be okay with it, but I've been getting picked up a lot with that word. And so I needed to switch it, and I did not get any restrictions last night because I didn't tell anybody to go in there. Now, I did say my link tree is in the bio. I did say that, but I didn't say website. Okay. So I'm thinking that that's going to definitely help me with those restrictions. I have business, but I don't have the leads form. All right, Carolyn, do you have 1,000 followers? As soon as you get 1,000 followers, you'll be able to set up that leads. And there's a video in here, I think Pusher P did, to show you how to set up the leads. Okay, I don't have a lot of inventory, nor do I have any of the new items. Do you think that might be why I don't get a lot of customers? I need to make more sales so I can buy more stuff. So I understand what you're saying, because like all my new consultants, running for the Z, we did add a lot of new consultants, and they don't have a lot of inventory, and they say, I feel like I'm showing the same thing over and over again, and you are. But there's somebody out there that will purchase that. But I understand that. So here's the deal. People are going to buy from you if people buy from people that they like, they know, and they trust. So first of all, you got to be seen so people can learn who you are, so that they can like you. And they're going to buy maybe 1 or 2 pieces. They're going to trust you because you're showing up all the time. They're going to see, as you grow, you just have to keep going. I started TikTok with maybe 2 people on my live. Now we have, now I only get like 10, 15. Sometimes it's higher. Sometimes that's up to 20. But with me getting these restrictions, it keeps knocking me back down, So I've had to do something different. You just have to keep showing up. Keep showing up. And if you can afford to buy a little bit each week, maybe buy things that match the pieces that you already have and pair them together and show them in a different way. Or come back and show like all rings one night, all bracelets one night, or all reds. But if you can get some pieces to match the things that you have, you can make sets with it and kind of show it in a different light. I hope that helps. And we'll be praying for you to, just keep going. What is the lead form and what is its purpose? Okay, so the leads form is kind of, have you ever done a Google document form where somebody's had you fill out a Google document and you've got their information? The leads form is nothing but a Google document form is what it looks like to me, in my opinion. It's got, you can have them have their name, their email, their address, their phone number, whatever information you want to have from that customer. You could even do a questionnaire, like what kind of jewelry do you like? You could go deep in it, but you don't need that. They're not going to fill out all that. They want to be quick, boom, here's my information. This is what I want. Okay. So I have them do their name, email address, and a phone number. Okay. Because they're going to put their shipping address in when I invoice them for Premier. So I don't need that at this time. I'm going to have that once they enter it into Premier. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. So the leads form, though, there is a video. I believe Pusher P did the video on the leads form, and Andrea Hutchison also talked about the leads, and she's got some in here, and it's in one of the guides here, okay? I show vintage all the time. I will tell you, I sell more vintage than I do new until that new becomes vintage. Does that make sense? So they love the older jewelry because, you know why? Here's my theory on this. Now, I don't know if this is true. This is just how I think in my brain. My brain is weird sometimes. Everybody has the new jewelry, right? Everybody's showing new jewelry. It comes in, we all show the new jewelry, right? Not everybody has the vintage. Not everybody has the same vintage, okay? So that's why I feel like the vintage is exciting, and the vintage, they love the vintage, right? Your excitement, yes, about the jewelry. Yes, I never say vintage because, right. The leads are only in the business. The leads is only in the business account. Yes. And I switched it over. I don't have a problem with it being in the business. I don't have a problem. I will tell y'all, I have another TikTok account under a different email. I didn't do it like connected to my TikTok. I did it in a separate email account. So if I need to go over here and make a video and download it and then upload it to my TikTok, that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal at all. And you can still make videos, and do things. There's just certain recordings and stuff you may not have access to, but it's okay. Yeah. So your energy is going to bring people in. If you're just sitting there and it's kind of boring, and I know it's hard because if there's nobody watching, it's like, how do I get that energy? You know what I mean? That's where the music's going to come into play. Have somebody to kind of come in there. But yeah, when you see oh my gosh, y'all, These bow earrings are going to be so cute at Christmas. They're like a Christmas bow in your ear, like so cute for Christmas. You know what I mean? You got to be enthusiastic about the jewelry, like Miss Tammy was saying. But yeah, you be excited about every piece. I was watching my friend the other night. She was live and she said, I don't remember what piece she was showing, but I was like, we've showed that thing 100 times. Like, you were just so excited because it was a vintage piece. She's going through her old vintage necklaces, and she was just like, oh my gosh, y'all, this is amazing. You know, the way she described it, like, I wanted to go buy it, and I probably have it hanging on the wall. So that does have a lot to do with it as well, is the excitement and the how you present the jewelry. If you're just going, this is number 5 and just go to the next, but give them ideas like, oh my, this is so cute, y'all. I love the brown and pink together. Y'all know I'm a pink girl. Like, I have the perfect outfit that I'm going to wear this with. Actually, it looks really cute with my bracelet today. I'll just say that I'm pretty sure I have the perfect shirt that has some cheetah print on it. And I love the gold and pink together, y'all. This is so stinking cute. All right, this is number 34. Who wants one? You know what I mean? And you just kind of, that's how you do it. You just kind of be excited about it. Think about what you have that you could wear this with. Or like, oh, y'all, you know what? I've got that gold necklace that has that hammered disc on it. Let me go get it. This is going to be a perfect match. And I'll get up and I'll go get it. And I'll show them. And then you know what? Somebody will buy it. Because they're saying, oh, it is a match. They love it. Listen, mine is hashtag super cute. We picked up, hi Rosa, we picked up super cute somehow during the springtime. And so now somebody made me a shirt that says hashtag super cute. And so every time I say, oh my God, this is super cute, they're always like, hashtag super cute. Oh, here's another fun thing to do to get some interaction. Like when you show something, you're like, okay, this is a pink coil. Y'all know you love pink coils, right? I know you love your coils. This is pink. Drop some pink hearts in the comments. We call it chat. Drop some pink hearts in the chat. And then if we showed a fish, they drop fish in the chat. You know what I mean? That's going to get you some engagement, okay? To have a business kit on TT, you need to have no, not at all. I don't have an LLC at all. Nope. There's videos in here that shows you how to set it up, I believe too. From work on break, wanted to hear a bit. I will finish the video. Yes, and if you have any if you have any questions, Miss Rosa, make sure you ask them in the replay. It's fine. I'll come back through and scroll through the comments later. It notifies me when y'all comment on the video too. So any questions that come up for the replay workers, because I know you guys are a lot of people are at work on a Friday at lunchtime, and no worries at all. I'll come back. Wait, listen, we just want to help everybody, right? We want everybody to be successful. You're welcome. You're welcome. Does anybody else have any other questions? Y'all are too easy on me today. I was so worried. I was like, they're going to ask me something I don't know. Engagement is the key. Yes. Yeah. So y'all start doing that. Just if you show something green, drop me a green heart. Or if you're showing one of our pieces, maybe it's the football helmet, or maybe it's one of the owl, or the birds, or the elephants, whatever. There's emojis for everything. Have them drop it in the chat. Just get them involved. Like, oh, y'all, we got an elephant. Where's my elephants? Put some elephants in the chat. I don't do it every night, but they have fun with it. They're like, hold on. And then they'll be dropping in there and all that. So how do you push engagement when you're not getting a lot of feedback on some of the questions you're asking them to answer? So sometimes they don't talk. Sometimes they don't want to talk. Like they just want to just watch, or maybe they're not talking because they don't have their volume up and they can't hear what you're saying, So yeah, until you just have to be consistent and build your community. Okay. Like I said, I started TikTok with just a couple people. Like it was so weird at first, and it was, and I get it, y'all. But I didn't quit. I showed up every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Facebook and TikTok together. I started because you're doing the same work. If you're starting out, I suggest doing them together. I mean, some people don't like it, and then that's fine. But I suggest you, because if nothing else, you're advertising your business on TikTok. Okay. If nothing else, you're still advertising your business. And it's very easy. Ask around. Somebody's got another phone laying in their house, or you can get these refurbished ones cheap too. I just said to my sister, I said, listen, I said, I'm going to start going live on TikTok too. I've got to get me another phone. I've been looking around. And she goes, I think we have one at the house that that we didn't have to turn back in. Let me see. It stays plugged in. It stays right here in its holder. I don't take it with me. It has no service on it. It's Wi-Fi only. That's it. I got a free phone from my sister just by opening my mouth and mentioning it, right? So, so don't be afraid to ask around. If you put a post on Facebook. Does anybody have any old phone, that has a decent camera that they want to give away, or 25, whatever. If you give them somebody, whatever you want. I'm sorry somebody already asked you this, but do you play games or drawings? Listen, yes, girl, yes. That's what's going to bring the excitement, right? The games. Let me talk about those. So, all right. I play games every Saturday night. Every Saturday night, we either do this or that. We do deal or no deal, and they like to steal. They like to do deal, no deal, or steal. That one I have to do on one platform because Facebook ain't got a chance, okay? Because TikTok's comments are fast. They're going to steal all the things from Facebook. So I do that one. I only try to do that one like once a month maybe, and do that one on Facebook only. And your people on TikTok, or if they have a Facebook, direct them to follow you over there too. Hey, make sure you go follow me over here too, like so that you've got a backup. And if you're not live on this one, you can be live over there. Will follow you, okay? They'll go follow you. Once they come in and start chatting with you, you'll gain your following on your Facebook as well. Vice versa. Facebook, go follow me on TikTok. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to have a backup. So, and we started a game on Monday night. I do a team Zoom every Sunday night with my team. And we were talking, and one lady says, I have one of those hanging shoe racks, okay? And this one, what were we doing? We were talking about something. Anyway, so I was like, she goes, yeah, I was just putting like their order. I invoice on Friday, so anything they buy on Friday and Saturday goes to the next week. We start new weeks. So she came and she goes, you could have, pick a bin, pick a bag or pick a bin number, pick a pocket. It was called Pick a Pocket. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And so I was like, so one Monday, it was about 3 weeks ago, we started this on Monday. So it was like, okay, so I took the pink paparazzi bags and I took my big numbers, not this one, but the other numbers that we have, the Life of the Party ones, and I stuck one in each pocket, 1 through 24. There's 24 pockets, right? And I took the pink bag and I put a piece of jewelry in there. Well, the first week I put one piece in each bag. So they got to pick it was keep or pass, pick a pocket. Okay, so they got to pick a pocket. I write their names down if they want to play. You guys got to try this. It's so much fun. If they wanted to play, it's no cost to play. Okay, you just put your name down. What this did was give them exclusive access to whatever is in that bag. Nobody can buy it. You got first dibs, okay? If they pass, then it's opened up to anybody. The first person that comments can get it, right? So I started doing that about 3 weeks, a month ago. But I got smart. I started putting 4 or 5 pieces in a bag that match, okay? And then now I say, okay, your bag, and not every bag has that many in it. Some have 2, but some have more. So I'm giving exclusive access to that person. They are a VIP at that moment. They feel loved and like I'm giving them that attention. So it's exclusive to them. There's no purchase necessary. If they don't get anything that night, they don't get anything. So anyway, so they'll just, so let's say Miss Barbara says, okay, I want number 4. I'll open up number 4 and I'll say, okay, I got you, you got 4 pieces in your bag. You can have, you can pick them all. You can pick one, whatever you want, or you can pass. And they are loving that so much. Like I need to have another round of bags set up so that all I have to do is put them back in there and play. We needed to play round 2 this Monday. So it's growing. But I also do deal or no deal. I do like it or love it, or like it or list it. If you like this, you get it. If not, we'll put it up for anybody. It's just different words. You can play bingo. You can play different games. Okay. The next question is, how do you ensure people pay? You don't. You just have to go with the flow. You're going to have people shop and not pay you. I don't care where you at. I just had somebody on Facebook, 2 people the same week, and I did not follow my own rules, and I let them put too much in a basket, and come Friday, the one blocked me, the other one never paid. On Facebook, okay? TikTok, you're going to have people. TikTok likes to be invoiced like right away too. Like my regulars are okay with me doing it on Fridays, but if you're somebody on TikTok, I have a rule, and from this day on, from that losing those 2 big baskets a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I have a rule. You're getting a 5-piece, maximum 5 pieces. I'm going to invoice you. You have 24 hours to pay. I let them know that when they come on and when they claim their first piece. You need to fill out that form. I'm not pulling any of your pieces till you have your information. And when you get to 5 pieces, then I'm going to stop right here. Hold, please. I'm going to invoice you right now. It takes literally less than 5 minutes, okay? It's so easy with Premier to invoice. I'm going to set them up. I'm going to invoice them right then. If they pay, then they can shop some more. But they're only paying one, $5 shipping charge. So you can't, if they don't, bless and block, honey. Sherry, you're just going to bless and block. You're going to have people that don't pay. You have consultants that don't pay. You have people that's not going to pay. You know what I mean? The way that if you don't invoice them right away, chances are they're not going to pay. I mean, every now and then you get blessed with a good one, but yeah. All right, can we play games as an engagement for a chance to win a free accessory? As long as there's no purchase required attached to that, but check your resources and policy and procedures with paparazzi to make sure that you're in compliance when you're doing something like that. But you can, it cannot be attached to a sale, okay? And you can have them pay shipping for that free piece too. I haven't started to get a team. When someone joins your team, is there something special you need to do? Miss Mary Coleman, yes, you need to get them started. You need to teach them how to order. You need to teach them how to, if they don't know how to do Facebook Live, you're going to need to find out what they're going to do. What do they want? Do they want to buy jewelry for discount, or do they want to sell? That's going to be the main things. If they want to sell, then you're going to teach them how to sell. Whether it's doing, there's hundreds of ways to sell the jewelry. So if you're not successful with Facebook, don't stop selling. Go out and get vendor events. Maybe you're going to be a great vendor person. Maybe there's a flea market you can set up every Saturday that somebody's not already there. It can only be one consultant per event, one per, flea market or whatever. So make sure you check on that. But you find a different way to sell. Like if Facebook Live is not your thing, then maybe you need, and you can sell in pictures. You can do messenger parties. You can do like so many things. So you're going to teach your team how to sell. If they're going to sell, right? Teach them how to sell, how to take their commission. If they need money, if they're needing to sell to keep their money, their commissions, then show them how that they can order the pieces that they've sold and keep their money. You just got to teach them all the things that you learn. You teach them what you know. You know what I mean? And guide them in the right directions. Yeah, I know it is terrible, but listen, good faith purchased 5 pieces. Yep. That is it, Miss Jeanette. And I'm so hard at sticking to my own rules because I'm a nice person. And I'm like, they were talking about their grandkids and we were just so engaged in conversation and it was just so good. And then that Friday morning, I went to send her invoice. I sent her invoice in email. And then I was going to send it, since she was new, I was going to send it in Messenger. And that's when I clicked on her Messenger and her face was gone. And I'm like, she done blocked me. She done blocked me. Like, we done made friends. Like, it hurts. Like, she done blocked me. I don't even know this lady. She done blocked me. I'm like, what in the world? And then she unblocked me like 2 days later. So I went and blocked her back because she ain't doing that to me again. I listen. You got one chance, honey. I live in Florida. I live in Florida too. Yay. I am in Florida. Vendor events is amazing, right? So if your sales are down, go find you some vendor events, get some new customers. You want to hit Style Ambassador, go find you a vendor event, get some new customers. You got to get some. For me, like to hit Style Ambassador, I've got to get out of my 8 o'clock time. I'm still going to keep my 8 o'clock time, but I need to go live at a different time to get new customers, right? They don't do that at Walmart. Oh, yeah, they do. they'll fill up a basket and walk right out and leave that stuff sitting at the door. Or put stuff back, you know what I mean? They do it at Walmart. I've seen them. They do it everywhere. That's the type of person that'll put stuff in their basket and then say, oh, I didn't realize I had this much in here. Like, I can't buy this. I don't have the money for this, you know, and then they'll leave that basket sitting right there at Walmart, or give it all to the, you know, to the cash register lady to put back. You know what I mean? It happens. It happens everywhere, y'all. If they want to shop, if they come back to you and you've already canceled their invoice and put their, you know, I try not to pull new people's stuff anymore. I write the number down on an index card and then I'll just invoice them from that. That way I'm not stuck putting, you know, doing double work, pulling the pieces, putting the pieces back, all that kind of stuff. So I quit doing that, you know, that too. I just been writing the item number down. That's another good reason why you need to have item numbers with your products. That helps too. On there, but I mean, you just have to, it's going to happen. You just have to learn to deal with it. We owned a lawnmower repair shop and, we sold parts over the counter. People would call us and say, hey, I need this part, for my lawnmower. We'll say, okay, we'll order it for you. We'll order it for them and call them and to come get it. And they never show up to get it. You know what I mean? So then what do we have to do? We had to require payment at the time you order it from then on, because so, I mean, people would just order random stuff and then we're stuck with this that we've already spent our money on and it's stuck sitting here on the shelf. But you know what? My husband always told me, if it sits on the shelf long enough, it will sell. And he's right. It always does. Even if I have a piece of jewelry that I've had forever, I'll show it one day and then I'll have 5 people want the same thing and I only got one left or something. And it's crazy. It's weird how it works. But it is. It's just how it works. Limit them what they can buy. Exactly. Yep. A 5-piece limit, 5-piece limit. And I hate to do that because you want to sell, right? 5-piece limit. And then I'm going to invoice you. You pay that invoice, you can claim some more. It's not a problem at all. You know, like just, it's a good, we call it good faith. Okay. A good faith purchase. That's what I'm going to try, but I still have a 9 to 5. So I have to do it different times on the weekends. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever works for you. Everybody's schedule is different. Hello. Yep. Yep. So we have, of course, you know, I mean, just because we're nice people and like we are good faith, like we're going to order. If I tell you I'm going to order it for you, I'm going to order it for you. You know, I expect you to follow through with your part, but people are people at the end of the day. I don't care where you go, what you do. There's always going to be that person that's going to be like that. You know, you're going to run into those. So you just have to love them. I always say, love them through it and bless and block. Okay. Love them anyway, because that's what the Bible says to do. God says, you know, to love them anyway. But we can bless them, we can block them, right? They don't have to do it to you again. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions? I've been on for about 47 minutes. I hope you guys take the information that you've learned in here. Go back and watch them again, because when you watch it, just like watching a movie, you see something you didn't see the first time. Go do all these lessons again in the guide section, okay? Go through each guide. I will do it myself because I've learned so many little tips and tricks, and that's what makes it all work, right? I'm so nice. I hold stuff way too long. Yeah, Sherry, like, listen, this is my full-time job. If you don't pay me, then it's like me going to work and my employer saying, I can't write you a check today. I don't have no money. I mean, that's what it feels like, okay? This is my job. So you have to learn. So I can't hold baskets very long. You know, I do have a couple that do get paid once a month, and I understand that, and I will work with them. But listen, they're faithful, and they pay when they say they're going to pay. But if you ask me to hold your basket and you don't pay when you're going to pay, I'm not going to hold your basket again. You know what I mean? I'm very flexible on that. I'm not a hard person at all. Bless and block. Yes, ma'am, Miss Sandra. You just bless and block, honey, and love them through it. That's what I tell them. I've learned a lot from Facebook, and I won't take it to TikTok. I've learned a lot from Facebook, and I won't take it to TikTok. I'm not sure what you mean, Miss Sherry. But yeah. TikTok has been great. I hope you guys jump on the board. And I pray that's what I pray will happen. I haven't gone live, right? Listen, Miss Sherry, you just have to push the button, okay? If you're not live yet, go ahead and start working your TikTok algorithms, okay? Post videos, post some pictures, take your own pictures. It's beautiful right now outside, fall the leaves are going to start changing for a lot of you. We don't get stuff down here in Florida. But you're going to have some beautiful outdoor settings. Take your jewelry outside. Take some pictures. Like spend a couple hours and do this with some jewelry. And take some pictures, your own pictures. That's going to draw attention, right? When you do videos on TikTok, there's an auto, I forgot what it's called. It'll set the video for you. And if you don't like it, you can change the music that's with it. It'll still do the video and you can change the music, you know. Let me see. Like if I post, okay. Let me click about 3 videos and see what happens. Oh, it's called auto cut right down here. Auto cut. You can click on that and it'll process and watch. It'll make my own little video. Let's see. What if they do a reverse payment? Well, that you're kind of, yeah, there ain't much you can do about that, Miss Patricia. I have had one and I didn't even notice it. And I was like, for some reason I was looking at Premiere under the transactions or something. I forgot what it's called. And I saw it and it was like $20. And I was like, are you serious? I messaged her. I was nice, but I messaged her. She didn't answer me back and then I blocked her. Okay. But they did. I mean, but what if they do that on Facebook? That could be done that could be done if you're a vendor event. If anything, what can you do? There ain't nothing you can do. It's a tax write-off. It was a loss. I mean, hopefully people are better than that, but I have had that happen to me. Yes, ma'am. To my port. Yes, right. I love it. See, you're in Texas. Yeah, it's beautiful weather. Yeah, the natural lighting, they take great pictures. Yeah. Anyway, look, so it put my own video together. I didn't do that. All I did was hit auto cut and it put my own thing together. See that? It made my own video. And if I don't like the music that's on here, you click the X and you can add your own sound. You can click add sound. I'm doing it backwards. And you can go pick your own music to go with that video, right? So don't think just because, I mean, let me tell y'all, check your sound, okay? I'm going to tell you something funny and then I'm going to get off here, okay? This is kind of embarrassing, but I didn't know. I had my volume down. And I didn't realize it put sound with your story. And I uploaded a picture to my TikTok story. And I went to bed and I was like listening and I saw that come on and it was a bad song. And I was like, and I don't stand for that kind of stuff. And my customers know that. It was my other account, my second account. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I jumped up out of bed and I came in here because that one signed in on my tablet. And I'm like trying to delete the story, like get this off here. Like, oh my gosh, this is such a bad song. So here is a lesson. Listen to the music that is attached to your stuff before you post it. Okay. Just saying. So I deactivated my account for 24 hours and then I went back and it was gone. But I was like, holy cow, like so embarrassed. I'm like, I hope none of my customers heard this because they know it's not me for one. But lesson learned, y'all, I push buttons. I told y'all at the beginning, I push buttons. Sometimes it's not always a good thing. But from now on, I make sure I have my volume on because they're going to attach a song to your video or your picture. And, yeah, that won't happen again. Let's see. I've won most of my bank. You won most of your bank claims. I only had 3 in 5 years. Not bad at all. Very good. Very good. So see, there you go. You can, dispute it. I don't know how to dispute it through Premiere though. So when you hit the plus sign, Marilyn, when you hit that plus sign, Tammy, oh my gosh, if you knew what the song said, you would be cracking up right now. It was so bad. I called my best friend Christy and I'm like, oh my God, like, what do I do? Like, and she was like laughing at me and I was telling her, yeah, I did the auto cut. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like why is this even on TikTok as an option? Like, it shouldn't even have been an option. Like, I didn't pick it. It's just what came with it. But holy gosh, so we laugh about it all the time. Okay, so when you go on TikTok, hit cancel, and you hit the plus sign like you're going to upload a video or pictures, you hit that plus sign. All right, you have options. You have you've got 10 minutes, 60 seconds, 15 seconds of photo and text. I just clicked on photo. Let's click on photos. Okay, we're going to go here. I'm working on the banner. I'm still learning how to do that, okay? I had it on there last night, but I had a big white line across my screen, so I got to figure out that. I got to figure that. All right, I'm just going to click like 3 different videos, okay? And just random pictures. Okay. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. Like, I had to deactivate the account because I thought I deleted the story. And then I went back to the bed and I looked again and it was still there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's still there. And so I came back in here and I tried it again and it was still there. And I was like, so then I made my account private. And then I was like, you know what? I was going to cancel the account. Like, I was done. And then I looked and it said deactivate. So I'm like, well, I'll just deactivate it for a couple of days and that'll give it time to be gone out of my stories. And then I turn it back on. It's funny now. It wasn't at the moment. All right. So then the auto cut, instead of going right here, the red, you click on auto cut. Everybody should have this. I don't think you have to be limited. And then let it do it. So yours won't come up. Send me a screenshot, Miss Marilyn, of what it looks like when you hit the plus sign. Maybe you have to have a certain amount. Okay. So then it did, and you can change different ones down here. Yeah, message me a screenshot, okay? And I'll see if I can help you. See what's wrong. What's going on. Okay, so, and then there's always music attached to it, okay? Just saying. And it makes your own little videos. That's how people do these. A lot of them. And you can go to CapCut, too. I use a lot of CapCut. So it made its own little video, and you just can go down here and then it's got different songs. Like, it did this all by itself. I didn't have to do this. I don't know what I was videoing with that. There's probably a bird out there or something. So, Miss Marilyn, just send me a screenshot of what your TikTok looks like with the plus sign, okay? And let me see. Because I'm a visual person, I have to help there. Anyway, you can, and then if you want to change the music, just click the X and then add sound. And you can go through and pick your own sound. You know what I mean? Pick over whatever you want to go with it. Okay? So, there you go. And that's how you do that. Okay? It's supposed to bring up the videos you have on TikTok, or does it bring... Oh, no, that's the videos from my phone. I went and selected the videos that I have on my... You have to hit the plus sign, and then you go to the little boxes to the right to it. That's your photos in your phone. And then pick some of those pictures. And then you can bring it up there, okay? And then the auto cut should come on at that point. You got to select the photos. Maybe that's the step you're not doing, okay? Perfect. Okay, friends. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. I hope I helped you a little bit. Any other questions, you can either message me or drop them here. It'd be better to drop them here. That way everybody can see it as well. But I've had several message me and thank me for doing the other training. So I appreciate all the love and support and that you guys have shown through me as well. So if you have any questions, yeah, I am definitely a hands-on person. So anyway, all right, you guys, have a great Friday. I'll see you all soon. Okay, I'm about to do that soon as we get off. Yes. All right, y'all go have some fun. TikTok is so much fun. Go have fun. Okay, bye.